Welcome back. Today I'm going to be watching something a bit different than what we normally watch. This is 30 minutes of Caleb Hammer crashing out on dumb guess. I've seen one or two of his videos before. I'm pretty sure, take this with a grain of salt, I think he's a financial kind of helper kind of sort of thing. So I don't know, it came across my recommended a few times and seems like something that could be fun. Maybe we see some people being really entitled, people being really dumb with their money, different stuff like that. Let me know if you guys like it and if there's any of these that I really need to watch as well, because I'm going in pretty blind. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. It'd really help me out. I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you. Also, make sure that you use code MOAN for 10% off your order on GamerSupps and check out our plushie, our little baby bub. He's gonna be linked down below. Are you ready? Let's go.
Okay, so you owe $150.
I did pay that.
43K
But
total.
Then I took out the $300 that they offered me today.
Oh no.
Ladies, what the f are we doing?
Oh no. Oh! The plant did nothing wrong. Okay, listen. Only if this is fake. If this is a fake plant, then that's fine. Don't take this out on the plant. The plant's just here, bro.
I just don't know why. What the f Why have you done these things? You're coming on the show today. You're coming on the fucking show today.
I need a little bit of gas money.
We would have given you gas money. At that point, no, you bought things at Buc-ee's. Listen, we know your entire existence. You're a liar.
Oh!
A liar. You are a liar. Liar, liar, liar.
It's on fire.
Matching Bronco t-shirts for you
me
and
and my
your mom.
Yeah. They were super cute. I don't know
Shut
what
the
else.
f up. I can't. $600 cash app. That she took out the day of filming Financial Audit.
Why?
Oh, I need a moment. I need a moment. Oh. Oh. I need a moment. Oh. Your child because you are dedicated to homeschooling them, then you can't afford to. This is basic.
I can afford not to. It's worth any price to take care of my kid.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh no.
If you have a kid one day, you might understand.
Yeah, and
Are you
guess
married
what?
yet?
I am not, but guess
Okay.
what? I've seen a lot of people on this show, and this is where you're headed, that you're so proud of for some reason, where their entire life, your kid is going to be on hold because their failure and joke of a dad, while they're trying to live their life, never did anything in their entire life, their dad's life. So all of a sudden, your kid has to put their life on hold to take care of their failure dad. That's where you're going. That's just a mathematical reality. I don't need to have had a kid to know that.
That's not going to happen.
Fuck you, that's not going to happen. Look at your finances now. You're in your mid-30s. You're acting like a 12-year-old. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a baby. Shut up.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Honestly though, when he wanted to be like, do you have a kid yet? Are you married yet? Like, oh my god. Oh, so just because like I have my fucking head on straight and I'm not in like crippling debt, like you're gonna go like, oh, you don't have a kid, you don't understand. I understand what it's like to not be in fucking debt. Do you understand that? Do you know what that's like? Oh, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad that he went after him.
What a joke.
Ooh!
That's not going to happen. You don't know fucking anything.
That's not gonna
You're not even living life as an adult in 34. You couldn't successfully complete a marriage. You can't successfully complete holding a
I was
job.
married for 12 years.
And guess what? You're not.
It's over.
You couldn't successfully complete holding a job for more than 6 months. You couldn't work in a kitchen. You can't go and sit across a desk from someone without having to sit in a house for a week. You're a child. You're incapable of existing in this world and doing all this stuff that you want to do. And just like, by the way, your kid, you want to homeschool your kid. All this stuff that you are choosing is going to put you in a position where they're going to have to put their life on hold to take care of their joke of a dad. That is your choice, and it's honestly a disgusting choice. What are we doing here?
You're supposed to help us.
Oh no, I've seen her. Oh no, I think I've seen this one. I recognize her.
In what way? I'm not a magic pill. Buddy, if I say, hey, maybe you can't do a luxurious vacation once a month, and that's why you're in debt.
Okay, first of all, it's not even once a month.
Shut the f*** off. If I just give literally the most basic thing and tell you to cut out the most expensive thing that maybe you do once a year instead, max, which I wouldn't even do, I'd get out of f***ing debt, then maybe you'd be willing to cut that back. So I don't know what the f*** is going on here. This is so stupid. This is so stupid already. So dumb. This is the first card. You have to be receptive. If you're sitting at this table, you have to be receptive, or I'm not f***ing filming.
I am receptive. I just don't agree with your logic.
Please explain.
I mean, you know, everybody has debt.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Everybody has debt, and
No!
we're just not gonna go see the world
Yes.
and not go travel just because
Yes!
credit cards have to be
Oh
paid.
my.
That's insane.
You have to go
Shut
make
the
memories.
f- up. Shut
You
the
have to go make memories. What are you gonna do? Just stay in your house and fucking work all the time?
No, you can
Literally?
oh my gosh, buddy.
Is that what you do? Is that where you're just so miserable all the time?
Well, yes, I am building a business here, so I do put in more work than you've ever put in your entire life. But I also have results.
I love him. I love him. This dumb fucking bitch. This dumb bitch tried to go after him, right? Because she can't win by logic. So she's going after him, being like, oh, what do you do? Just work all the time? And he fired right the fuck back.
Buddy,
Is that what you do? Is that where you're just so miserable all the time?
well,
See?
yes,
Personal
I am
attack.
building a business here, so I do put in more work than you've ever put in your entire life. But I also have results to show for it, and you have nothing to show for it. But also at the same time, because of that, I could retire right now and actually go see the world without going in debt because I put in the time, I put in the work, I put in the effort, the mental energy, the stress, the zits. Instead, your next vacation will be living under a bridge and you won't be leaving there. Most content.
I love him. Oh my God. I love him so much.
That people produce on YouTube is fun.
I hope that's vodka.
Why weren't we a gaming channel? Why weren't we a food channel? Why weren't we a Graham Stephan talk at the camera for 8 minutes channel? Why'd we have to be financial audit? Why'd we have to be financial audit?
Oh, he's having a breakdown.
I'm sorry. Gosh, I just really fucking hate this. It flows through my bones.
I remember taking it out. I just don't remember what it was for.
Huh? No, don't eat that. Don't eat that. That's not good for you.
They started garnishing your wages from this loan?
Yes.
You gave them access to your account?
Yeah.
You gave them access to your account? This isn't a government. They can't just garnish unless you give access.
Oh my God.
I'm sweating so much. I'm sweating so much, and this is so. This is so. You don't understand. You don't understand. Listen, you're at this point. Listen. Actually, do I have empathy for you and how you do things? Boop boop. Bye bye. You're $70,000
my
in 8
God.
months. That's spending. F you.
Well, $70,000 in 8 months, our spending has skyrocketed because we also moved in after we got married because we're not allowed to live together before we get
Oh
married.
no, I moved into a place. That means I have to spend $70,000 in 8. What are you talking about, dude?
A lot of our expenses were with her not having a job. We have to put on credit cards.
$70,000. That is you living
Not
above your means. You
completely.
do not need to live on $70,000 in 8 months. That
Mhm.
we are talking at that point. You are living off of $110,000 a year. That is, you are not making that up with an income. What are you
A
talking about?
lot of this stuff over the past year are one-time purchases that are not going to be made in subsequent
and you
years.
need them to survive.
One-time purchases.
And you need them to survive.
One-time
No.
And
purchases.
you need them to survive.
This is what I'm talking about. One-time
To
purchases
survive.
that are not going to be made in 2025
Doesn't
or
matter. You
2026.
needed them to survive.
So
No.
our spending
Doesn't. Hey.
Hey,
No.
you,
Tit.
our spending is going to go down because of those one-time
No,
purchases are no
That's
longer
not how
on the
this
budget.
works. Listen. Next year, maybe you'll want to buy a chin. I don't know what's going to happen. At some point, everything gets pushed. Everything, you will find a replacement for that spending. The spending that you did last year that are one time, you're going to find one-time purchases next year. I only have 4 of these conversations a week. That's it. For 3 years.
So
will
you're saying
find
my
this.
position is the same as everybody else's position, and that I'm not unique in any way. So why would I be on this podcast in the first place?
Yeah, basically, because essentially everyone that comes on the show, trust me, I've heard that this show.
Just because our spending was bad in the last 12 months does not mean it's going to be bad in the subsequent 12 months or the 12 months after that.
Behavior just changes because we wake up
we
one
are
day.
here to get our behavior changed and look at what we need
I don't
to
change behavior. I will give you advice of what you should and
Yes,
should not do.
And that advice
but you spent
will help our behavior.
Yeah, if you follow it.
Yes, that's what we want to do is follow
Oh
it.
my
That's
gosh,
why
this
we're
guy.
here.
That's why we're here. Okay, fucking bingo. Got it. Ding, ding, ding. Buddy, everyone says that. Again, you think you're unique? You're saying exactly what everyone says every single
Yes.
time.
Okay, I'm here to get help. If I didn't want help, I would not be here.
You're not even answering the question. You're not there to get help. You're there to get a solution. Getting a solution told to you and getting help are different things. Because he's not willing to answer a question about if one-time purchases that he's dying on this hill about, if these one-time purchases were to survive, because they weren't. They weren't. It was shit that you did not need, money you did not have to spend, that you decided to spend, and you're falling back on, oh, it was just a one-time purchase. We don't have to do that again, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. You're not willing to get help, because to get help, you got to be open. To get help, you have to be willing to answer simple questions. Oh, no.
Then maybe you should fucking listen instead of interjecting. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Interject.
No, go ahead.
There it is. Okay, your one-time purchases that you did last year, you will have one-time purchases for the rest of your life. This is what happens every single time. And even still, she did not have a job since the middle of last year, since after the middle of last year, and you guys chose to live on $120,000. Even if they're one-time purchases, I don't give a you chose to live off of $120,000 a year when you barely make scraps. So I don't give a if they're one-time purchases. You chose that. You chose that.
So how about we go into the finances and look what we can fix?
Buddy, it's a fix. Here's a fix. Let me give you a little fix. This will solve your entire issue, and we can fast forward instead of doing an hour and a half. Here's a fix. Don't fucking spend $120,000 in a year, you dumb making $30,000. How much went out?
I'm telling you, probably like $65,000, $7,000.
That doesn't make sense. You just told me the household expenditures are $7,000.
Well, you're supposed to
said
make
you-
it make sense.
You said you went on a trip.
We did, and it was great.
Okay, that would probably mean the money went out is more than just your household expenses. So how much do you think went out? How much do you think went out? How much do you think went out?
$10,000
Okay. Where did it go?
to the trip. I just told
Where'd you go?
To the Philippines.
You know you can't afford to go out, right? You know you can't afford to buy any designer clothes. You know you cannot afford to go to anything but great clubs. You know you cannot afford to go out to eat at all, right? To be very clear, not a single time.
Oh my God. I'm speechless.
Do you know you cannot afford that though?
I get my lot. I feel like it saves me so much time though, so I can work on my business.
Work on your how many hours a day are you working?
It
Four.
depends. And now
Average.
I'm doing more things
Give
now.
me average.
An average.
4.
How many days or hours
4.
a day are you working?
4.
5.
Oh, you work 5 hours a day. Oh, you need help saving time. You clearly don't have enough time in the day. Where's all your time gone?
Then you don't have time. That's stupid. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry, I'm digging into you, but that's dumb. That's dumb, and you need to know that's dumb. That's why I'm being rough. 5 hours a day? Oh, poor me. I'm working 5 hours a day and I can't cook. What do you mean it saves you time?
Okay, what do you think your score would be financially? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. 10 is a number, so 0. You can give 10 numbers in between there.
5. 5.
4, maybe
Have you
3.
seen this show?
Yes, I've seen the show all
3.
the time. Actually, you're welcome.
Were you
Get her.
closing your ears and eyes while it was playing near you? You think you're a 5? This
Yes.
is the one of the biggest stacks of. Okay, guys, if you want your hammer financial score and you're not a fucking moron, sorry.
You literally spent more money this last month than came in, so that does not make sense. That is not lining up with the literal reality of your situation.
Yeah. Well,
So what are you talking about?
I mean,
Obviously something is different there than you are expressing.
no, it's not different. I pay all my bills.
Yeah, your bills. What do you mean by bills? Are you just talking about like the minimum monthly payments on things that are required?
No. I've paid off my credit cards to a certain degree.
There's a couple credit cards that get some payments, and there's some credit cards that are getting.
Kind of. But I'm working on it. It's not like I'm just not paying them. Everything gets a payment.
Yeah, like a minimum monthly. Is that what you're
Like
saying?
$100. Every card gets at least $100.
How many cards do you
Okay,
have?
if the bills are paid before you close the books, why? How are we spending more than is coming in? I'm trying to understand this
'Cause
from
I
your perspective.
Shop and I travel.
Okay, why isn't that tracked? Why are we tracking our bills but we're not tracking our spending?
I don't know. Because if I track it, then I probably won't do it anymore.
Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that
Yeah, it's
what
a
gets
very
us to
good
the best
thing.
place?
Yeah.
Realting's a very interesting profession in the fact that, again, like you said at the beginning, you don't get paid unless you make a big sale. So if you're not doing anything or helping someone find a place as well, I know some of it with commission is kind of changed up recently, but either way, whatever. You don't get paid unless you get paid. It's not an ongoing bi-weekly payment. Okay, wonderful. With that, you would want to be basically debt-free to have no risk hanging over your head as you're in a more risky job situation. You'd want to fully fund an emergency fund to be able to cover yourself probably about 12 months actually as like a business owner, which you are your kind of own business.
Yeah, but technically I don't spend out of my bank account. I only spend on credit cards.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't spend my money. Why would I spend my money? Why would I do that when I just put it on plastic? Because then it's like not even spending money, you know?
You understand you have to pay the credit cards.
Yeah, and I do. I pay them. So
Yeah.
Off.
Some.
So in the beginning of the month, I track my monthly bills out of my bank account, and then I only spend on a credit card. So I don't
Yeah,
have
but
to
you
be on
don't
there.
put back on your credit card what you spend on it.
I know.
So it doesn't work like that. What is your philosophy on this?
Well, I don't really have a philosophy.
Then tell me your
I'm
reasoning, because
working-
there was at least a half a thought that made you go into that.
because I thought that honestly, I just like to spend money. So
I get
Oh.
it,
I
but
don't
your
have a thought.
reasoning behind the credit card versus the bank account.
well, they're rewards credit cards. And
Dare I make myself look stupid trying this? I will make myself look stupid. I wanted to get in the habit of paying bills with a credit card, but paying them instantly, because I was trying to get to the point where I was farming points to do like that, right? However, I do not have the brain power to balance the checkbook as good as you need to make sure that shit's done right, right? If you have a brain, and take this with a grain of salt, if you have a brain and you do this right, it's actually better. Take this with a grain of salt, because you're paying the payment with the card, but you have to be able to then pay that card entirely within that month, right? Because if you don't close out that statement with no balance on it, then you get interest and different stuff like that and everything, right? I wanted to do that, but I knew that I could not do it properly, so I don't do that. But anything that I put on a credit card now, because I'm working on getting my own like paid off, anything I put on a credit card now, I put it on with the intent and with 90% success of getting it paid within that month to the following month. Like, you gotta get that crap off of there. It cannot sit there unless it is actually emergency. There's no other way to do anything. You cannot leave that stuff on a credit card ever.
They don't all have interest. So the
A couple are interest free right now, yes.
Yeah,
And they'll be
for like
paid
a
off
year.
before the
Says
interest-
what? They're going up. What are you talking about? It's confident. There also is card accruing interest.
But those don't have big balances.
But it's still accruing interest, showing that you are not able to manage paying off a card
Yep.
before interest starts accruing, because
Yep.
we have credit cards accruing interest.
There's also, and again, take this with a grain of salt, this one in particular, do not listen to me, close your ears. If you balance transfer between cards as well, if you're trying to avoid paying interest, there are cards that will let you transfer the balance and you get the reset of no interest for X amount of time or whatever. I've never done that. Take all of this with a grain of salt, close your ears, do whatever, don't listen to me. But that is like another thing that can help, if that's even like a possibility. But I don't know what I'm talking about, to listen to me.
I just want to spend on credit cards
No,
so
no.
I don't have to pay out of the bank account.
Why?
Oh my gosh. Yes, okay. Interesting philosophy. Yeah, it was $25,000.
Ooh.
What's $25,000?
That's the number that was spent. That's what went out
Last month?
last month.
No. We don't even make that much money. What do you... No.
That's the point. That's the
Somebody-
conversation we're having.
Somebody miscalculated.
Oh, you were dumb.
What are you on here for? What are you on the show for?
To fix finances, Caleb, and to save my marriage before
Then why
it's
the f
doomed.
did you just say that? Because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Because there's no way. We don't even make that much money a month.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
You're in debt. You put more on debt. Your debt went up.
You mean like on credit cards?
Oh my god.
That is a debt.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What
Oh
kind
my
of person
god.
did you guys find? I'm concerned
Okay,
that
help me
she
out
doesn't
here.
have no. I'm concerned she doesn't have the mental bandwidth for a conversation involving numbers.
Who?
That's the like credit cards. Yes, like credit cards. Are you kidding me right now? What are we talking about?
Well, because you asked how much came in and then you asked how much went out. So I thought
Are you
meant like
pranking me
checking
or
account.
are you stupid? We're just starting with like a fucking insane balance.
Mm.
Well, we do spend $25,000 a month somehow. Crazy. Shut the
Don't.
fuck up. Yes, you do. That's literally what you do.
On
So-
what?
I
You
think we're
tell
gonna find
me.
out. Something tells me you've seen the show before that we might find out. Starting now, $31.42 of purchases. You're at the credit limit. What is the fee possibly? What is the fucking fee possibly? What is the fee for?
Late payment?
Late payment? I don't know.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, so nonsense. You don't give a you don't care.
Of course I care. That's why
do
I'm
you-
here.
I don't. That's why I'm here. Great. I can't tell. I can't get in your brain. You're sassy, then you say you're not. You're defensive, then you say you're not. And it's just like, fucking, I don't understand.
I'm trying to tell you why
Yet
these
there's
things...
a nice part of your personality. Yet there's an aggressive cheater. Yet there's, I don't understand what you are. I might not know how to get through to you. I can get through to most people. I don't know. you're an enigma. By accumulating just on the first card alone over $10,000, you'd have to make multiple months to pay that off,
was
including
from
paying your bills and 2
consolidating.
mortgages.
That was from consolidating my other cards.
There's a lot of spending on here.
Ooh.
There's a lot of spending on here. It's not just consolidation.
Like 6,000 of it is consolidation.
So I don't give a fuck. So half of it is consolidation, just about, and half is spending. That doesn't change the how do we pay it off in time
Yeah.
if we do not get the closings, because you were putting yourself in such a risky position, essentially borrowing from your future self, but in a more extreme scenario. Because usually when people borrow from their future self, they borrow from a paycheck that is more confident to come because they already have a job that is giving out that paycheck on a consistent basis. But you're not. Your paycheck isn't necessarily due with luck, but you also do have the client side of it. If your client is not willing to sell at a certain price, and who knows what the real estate market is and going to be, you don't really know. You're putting a lot of risk on that.
I live on hope and faith in a dream, I guess.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh. Well, I hope living on hopes and dreams keeps you fed, because I'm gonna tell you what, there's a lot of things that you cannot survive on. And I feel like those are under the umbrella. I'm gonna be so real.
Yeah,
And
and
a
you
credit
have
card.
and you have a
Yeah,
shit
the
ton of
credit
debt,
card.
so that's not
Yeah.
working. What's your investment account like today? 30 years old?
Like my 401k is probably like $5,000 or $10,000.
So you're behind for 30.
Yeah.
Is the hope and dream working? You're behind.
Not yet.
You have as much on one credit card as you have on your hopeful guessing high end of your retirement account. It's none of these are necessities. This is crazy. You go crazy on here. You go crazy.
I did tell you earlier that Amazon is my weakness.
I know.
So at least I was forthcoming.
So imagine the return on your investment if you just put that money in stocks, a Moon savings account, and anything. It'd be just delicious. But instead, you're a moron.
We're fiscally irresponsible, and that's what we are here to try and fix.
But
We want
that
your
is not how this
advice.
conversation is going to go. Stop trying to control this, okay? You little domineering freak. That is not how this is going to work. I am trying to learn about you.
Yes.
I get into your brain. We figure it out, and then we go through the finances, and then I get to learn about them based on the establishment that you set before of your personality, that I get to know about you and why you did the things. Guess what, special guy? I don't know if math teaches this, but when I look in your most recent month, I can't see what you spent in August. So yes, we're having a conversation about what last year looked like that got you into $70,000 of debt.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think the master's degree is going to solve that equation for you. So, yeah, we're going to talk about maybe the mistakes you made.
Absolutely. I 100% agree.
So stop with the let's go into the documents then. I know we're going to go into the numbers that happened in the last month.
Okay.
Okay. So why the do you think it is okay to spend $120,000 in a year making 20 to 30?
Never said it was okay.
Then why'd
I
you
said
do
was
it?
Fiscally.
No that you chose
Why
to do.
did we do it? We were fiscally irresponsible.
That is not an answer. Why did you choose to do it? That is not your choice. The fiscally irresponsible is not the answer. I want to know why the you did it. Self-assessment. Try to get any kind of reflection in your life.
Why did I do it? I don't necessarily have a great answer for it. I'm fiscally irresponsible.
Oh my gosh, buddy, that is not going to be an answer.
But
That
that's
is
why
not
we
going to be a
That is like dodging actually like taking any responsibility. You just on repeat saying that you're irresponsible. Does it read that way to anyone else? Like you're trying to get an answer out of someone and their only reply is I'm irresponsible. I'm irresponsible. I'm irresponsible. Like, yeah, why are you irresponsible? Like, what was the thought process? Like, ooh.
Up so much of this debt is because we spend money on dumb shit.
There we go. There's an attempt.
Stupid one-time
So what are you
purchases.
getting? This one-time purchases that you're able to justify for an entire fucking year, which will apparently never happen again in the rest of your life.
Never said that.
Okay, then why are we defending ourselves like it's just one-time purchases that'll never happen
Because
again?
certain one-time purchases will never be made again. I have already
Okay.
looked
They
at
will
certain
be
ones.
replaced with other one-time
But that's
purchases.
what I don't want to do is replace them.
They always will.
But you say they always will.
Because they will. will. There's things. There's always something. There's always something that breaks. There's always something that needs upkeep. There's always something else that turns into this one-time purchase. What one-time purchase were you making? Like, I'll out myself. I had to buy a fucking computer. I had to buy 2 fucking computers. Actually, to have a dual PC setup. That is a one-time purchase. But guess what? Something goes wrong in this fuck-ass computer. I gotta make another one-time purchase to fix the part in it. Like, was it stupid one-time purchases? Mine were because I work. I literally work on this computer all day, every day. All days, I don't work that hard. I'm a loser. I stream a lot. I use my computer a lot. Okay? I use it. I work with it, right? I needed it. Did I get a little exuberant? Maybe. I wanted it to last me. I wanted it to do a lot, yada, yada, right? But ultimately, boils down to, I did need that. Do you not work from home, but then bought yourself a gaming system or like, you know what I mean? Like a computer that'll game and like all that. Like that's the thing. Like what, was it necessary? Were your one-time purchases necessary, or was it just something that you wanted to buy and then you're just explaining it away as, oh, I don't have to buy another one? Because that's the thing too.
They don't necessarily have to always be.
With your discipline, if you choose to.
I know, that's what I need to work on is my fiscal discipline.
Yeah, so let's learn about why you did those in the past. Tell me, what were you purchasing, dude? Instead of just saying I'm fiscally irresponsible and trying to move on. What the f did you actually do?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't know we spent $70,000 a day.
Okay, cool. What'd you buy?
That's why I'm saying
Can
I
you
don't know what
answer
these
the
are.
question, guy? You don't need to sit here and try to look good.
I don't know what we spent that money on. The $70,000.
You can't reflect to 3 months ago.
$12,000.
You keep bringing up one-time purchases. Tell me about any of them.
Yep.
Couches, one-time purchase.
Oh, he figured it out. He was able to get an answer. We got there 10 minutes later.
Couches, one-time purchase. TV, one-time purchase. All the stuff we've had to move
That's
in, whether it's table.
$70,000, couches and
That's
TV?
what I'm saying. I don't know what this $70,000 is. All the stuff we've had to move in, plates, dishes.
You needed a TV to survive.
Well, we had our TVs. But,
okay, so that wasn't it then.
Okay, so desks for her to sew, sewing machine for her to sew.
Okay.
So she can try and make some supplemental income when she's allowed to work.
How much have we made?
None.
None so far because I
Okay, so
cannot work.
She's not allowed to make any money, whether it's cash or in the
Good,
bank
then maybe
account.
we shouldn't have purchased for something she can't do.
That's when she was allowed to work.
And did you make any money doing that?
No.
Okay, so bullshit. Keep going.
Have you sold them?
I don't even know what other one-time purchases could be. Lots of food, lots of, I mean, your passport doesn't really count because you had to get that. But going on vacation to Ocean City.
Yes, that is necessary for surviving and moving into a new place. This what are you talking about?
Technically that was before, but.
How would you talk about since the unemployment? Because your entire, let's frame back. Let's get to where this started. You specifically said we are going to get out of debt when she gets income because everything's going to change because we got income. However, obviously, mathematically, you can do that part. You know that is not why you're in this debt.
Correct.
Because no amount of income she gets, unless she gets a 6-figure job, would make up for the kind of spending you guys did last year. So tell me what the you guys were doing since she got unemployed.
Spending money on dumb shit. Also, I don't really
You said it was just one-time purchases.
Also, I don't really have the money coming in to kind of.
Hey, how about you work like a fucking man then?
I am working. What the fuck do you mean?
You took 3 months off when she was unemployed.
I didn't take 3 months off.
It was summer break.
I worked over the summer.
What'd you do?
I work at CVS.
You said you weren't bringing in money. You would have been bringing in money if you were working at CVS.
They let me work 30 hours a week.
Okay,
30
so
hours a
that
week at
is
$19
money.
an
Then
hour.
don't say you didn't bring in money.
I never said that.
Did he not just say
I
he didn't make
never
money?
said that. No, I work at CVS while I work during school, and over the summer they don't let me work full time. They let me work 30 hours a week.
Who doesn't?
CVS.
Okay.
Because they can't transition me from part time to full time because of benefits.
But you pick up a second job somewhere else.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. Over the summer.
No, last year. I don't give a shit about right now. We're still talking about last summer, trying to follow along.
Yeah.
Why didn't you work a second job?
Because she was still working over the summer.
She got unemployed in August. Why didn't you pick up a second job?
In August.
Why couldn't you pick up a job in the evenings? You don't make enough
I
money.
work at CVS in the evenings.
It was CVS in the evenings.
I work at CVS.
Why are you working at CVS right now?
I am.
Why did you say that? That's what you do for a living. How am I able to give answers without a full picture?
Listen, to be fair, you cut me off after I said substitute teacher, and I never got to go back into that conversation.
How much do you make at CVS now?
It's about $19 an hour.
How many hours a week are we currently working?
During school, it's about 10 hours a week. I work there Mondays and Tuesdays after.
You can do more than that.
I work there Mondays
Yeah.
and Tuesdays after school. They don't let you work Saturdays, Sundays. Sundays they're only open for.
Are there
overnight
other
shift.
weekdays other than Monday and Tuesday?
Yes.
Might need to check your
I
calendar
also
for that
have
one.
my schooling that I have to do.
Okay, and when does that take place?
I do my schooling Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm in online school.
When are the classes? What time?
It's all asynchronous, so I do it whenever I have time. There's no like live lectures. They're
Oh,
all
good.
just posted.
Okay, so you can work after school
But
for a
if-
few hours.
Yeah, I do work. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if I come home at CVS, I usually get home 9 p.m.
Mhm.
I have to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to school. If I do my schooling after
So you're
that, I'm
doing the thing
dead.
that the rest of us have done all throughout life when we had to sacrifice, and maybe you get a little less sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, to pay the bills for your fucking wife, the roof over her head, since she doesn't have a choice to work. Yeah, you man up a little.
Okay. I completely agree. That's why I'm looking for.
Good, which is why you didn't do that.
That's why I'm looking
I love
for
where this
second
guy's
jobs
just like,
right now.
we're gonna do this. Everything's gonna be good. It's this one-time purchase, and everything's gonna be good in the future. You're right. I will do that. I'm here, guys. I was just financially insecure. How about like fucking? That's not how this works. You don't just get out of a pushback by saying, "You're right. I'm just gonna do it." No. Why weren't you? Because I can't just believe
Why
you're
weren't I
going to
doing it?
do something if you're just gonna say.
Because when I'm already working in school and I'm already working that second job for 2 of those days a week, the other 3 days
hey,
I'm
CVS
doing
won't
schooling.
let you work on the weekend.
No.
Cool.
they
Go
won't.
to McDonald's.
Why would I want to go work at McDonald's? Sure.
Why would you want to go work at McDonald's so you don't end up homeless? What do you mean? What so you can eat? So like he doesn't want to work any day that he has schoolwork. But you're not a teenager. You're not at home with mommy. It's not, you can't just, well, why would I want to work at McDonald's? You have to pay bills. What do you mean? Also, he said that he takes schooling online. So if you just do it all, just do your schoolwork. There's no time constraints on you. If there's no lectures and all of this stuff, you could slam your work and then go work a job. 3 days a week, he's saying, is off limits to do any sort of working because he has classes and whatever, right? I don't know what you have to be studying to be that enamored in schoolwork to forego 3 entire days of your week to make money to live. Like, okay.
$15 an hour.
Money.
Money. Yeah, money. I
you-
have schooling I have to do as well.
Okay, you didn't say that. You said Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Again, how am I able to have any kind of assessment if you refuse to answer a question sufficiently?
I am perfectly capable of working, but I don't want to
Why
work
don't you?
7 days a week.
I don't give a fuck what you
every
want.
single
You're
day.
under by $1,000 and you have a wife who can't work, and it is not her fault.
Yeah, but I am not working 7 days a week
Yes, you
while I
are.
am in school.
Yes, you are.
I'm going to fail school. That's going to be more student loan money that I'm going to have
But
to
you
do.
said you did school Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You did not say Saturday and Sunday.
I do school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You did not say Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. Okay, like maybe I could pick up a second job.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. That's literally what I just said.
That's what I'm trying to do for the summer right now. I'm applying to jobs currently.
Not for the summer. I'm saying
Okay,
what?
if they hire me now, I'll do it. But I'm applying
You can
for these
say
jobs.
so many. You can run the rest of this conversation of, yes, you're right. I will do that. I want to know why you didn't do it because I will have no faith. It's just like someone who comes on, has all this debt and says, you know, I'm just going to pay it off in the next year. By the way, that's exactly what they just said earlier in the conversation. How can I have any kind of belief in that if you have not been doing that? That is why I am trying to ask questions as to why you are not doing something so we can diagnose and find a way to get you to actually do it in the future. The answer of, oh, I was just financially insecure and I'm not going to be. That's not a fucking answer, buddy. You do not get anywhere in life with that.
So why I didn't work?
Yes, why you're not working on Saturdays and Sundays.
Because I'm lazy. That's my time to recuperate from the week.
Great.
Recuperate from the week, dog. You work Monday and Tuesday at CVS, and then you're in online school for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. What are you recuperating from? What is happening? What is happening? What are you recuperating from? What do you mean?
Could I have done
You married
better?
a lazy man.
Could I have
Who's
done
not willing to keep the roof over
Could I
your
have
head.
done
How does
better?
that feel?
She has a roof over her head, actually.
For now. Keep going $1,000 in the negative every single month. We'll see how long that lasts. You married a lazy man. How does that feel?
I don't think he's lazy.
Really?
I think
He
he's
just
not
called
willing to
himself
work
lazy.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I think he should take a break as well.
You don't want the bills paid.
He does pay the bills, but I think
You
No.
are under by $1,000 and debt is going up and we're at the $70,000 since you went unemployed. What are we talking about? You're going further in debt. That's not paying the bills. Do we know what paying the bills are? I'm a little concerned that both of you do not know what paying the bills are. Which makes you a little nervous for the future of this conversation. Going in debt is not paying the bills. We do realize this, right? That is actually additional bills now?
yeah, but he is working 2 jobs and going to school, so I do not think he's lazy.
He is not making enough when he has time to go make more money, and he is choosing not to. And he just said, because I'm lazy. That was his own words. He literally just said he was lazy.
Okay. All right. This was interesting. I think I have found something that, how do I put this into words? I love this man. Caleb, you're amazing. You're insane. And then also at the same time, these people piss me off. that was something for sure. I understand it might not be everyone's cup of tea, so I more than understand. But if you do like this, please let me know down below. Let me know if you want to see some, and if there are any that I absolutely have to see, because I might give it a try. We'll see how you guys feel about it. Please make sure you go check out the original video. It's gonna be linked down below. If you like my video, make sure you like and subscribe so I can see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.